You know where you are? You're on the East Side Dave Show, baby! You're going down!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of the East Side Dave Show with Roy Harter. End of Time Series, Volume 63. And I'm not fucking around anymore. I'm going to make this intro quick. We're going to get right to it. Hitting it out of the park. There he is right over there, the home run master, Mr. East Side Dave McDowell, baby.
Woo! East Side Dave! East Side Dave! East Side Dave!
How about that introduction by Roy Harter for the first time in East Side Dave Show history? Roy Harter delivers a very mediocre introduction.
Quick to the point, and yet very mediocre, baby.
But it was, but the energy was there. Listen, tonight is a very big night. I see Andrea's there, Robert as always, and Big A Andrew Gold has started drinking early, though this was not deemed a drinking episode. But you know what? I don't care. We're going on vacation next week. I don't care about nothing anymore. Seriously. It's freeing. It's freeing when you lose your mind to the point where, I'm thinking of, Robert, do you have access to firearms in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
We got to make a little trip down to Pennsylvania soon, Robert. Me and you, baby, just like old times. Driving together, having fun, me yelling at you in the car, sweating, near accidents, gun purchasing. Then we pay a few people some visits, okay? No,
whatever you say, Dave, man.
Yep.
Sounds like a good time.
Kidding. Listen, when you have nothing to live for, Roy Harter, it's rather free, But anyway, tonight, we have a big episode. We have a tribute to Quentin Tarantino.
Wait a minute, David. What happened to Quentin Tarantino? Did he pass away? I'm sorry, I haven't been reading the news lately.
And he is dead. He was hit. Actually, he was walking in Los Angeles, and a piano dropped on him from Harvey Weinstein's office. And it was like, whoa.
I think you're fucking with me, David.
I am fucking with you. No, Quentin Tarantino, why not do a tribute to Quentin Tarantino? Actually, it's because he's been doing some press recently and is staying committed to the fact that his next movie will be his 10th film, and he is committed to saying, I'm going to make 10 movies, and then I'm splitting. He is resigning after 10 movies, and the very next film will be his 10th. So he's doing some publicity tour right now. So I figured, you know what, since he's on a little press tour, we're going to have a very special tribute to Quentin Tarantino. Come on, one of the greats.
You sure this isn't one of those Michael Jordan retirements? Where or like The Who? Hey, this is our final concert. Right. After this, we're out.
Barbra Streisand.
Oh, yeah.
Roy goes with very manly bands. For some reason, I went with Barbra Streisand. So that was weird.
Hey, at least you didn't say Barry Manilow, David.
Yeah. We've got also Germain Lussier. G, baby. He is a good friend. Germain Lussier. Everyone loves him. We need to discuss a lot of these Marvel shows and a little bit of Star Wars. There's just so much going on in the world of pop culture entertainment. And we also have to discuss a few other things. I have not heard back from the Peacock Network after demanding 6 free months. Yeah. They put on the Hell in a Cell on the WWE pay-per-view didn't play. I demanded publicly 6 free months. They acquiesced with 1 free month. I'm still looking for the other 5 free months. Until then, this means war, Andrew Gold. What do you think?
Yes.
All right. Andrew, are you with me?
Of course, Mr. Champion. I'm always with you, Mr. Champion.
That makes me feel good. And what is this, Modelo you're drinking?
Yes.
Take a big swig of that. Take a big swig of that and say, and this is for all you people out there. Go ahead, Andrew.
What are you drinking, Andrew? Negro Modelo?
This is for all you people out here.
And this is for all you people. Come on, baby. Rub my nipple and drink my beer. Come on, Andrew, say that too.
This is for all you people. Drink my beer and rub my nipples.
Whoa! That's good. Hey,
Yeah, tune it into Tokyo, baby.
Didn't know it was
take
that
a
type
big
of
swing
party.
and say this. Say this. You know what? Fuck New York City. I'm sick and tired of this fucking place. Go ahead, say that real quick. And take a big swig of the beer.
Fuck New York City. I'm sick and tired of this piece of shit city.
Whoa! Andrew.
Woo!
Well, a little controversial comments from Andrew Gold, who's right about to take a swig of beer and say, you know, everyone gives shit to the Chinese man and the blackie. But how about the fucking guy who's being a dick and yelling at 2 o'clock in the morning outside my fucking apartment? Go ahead, say that. Say that. All that stuff.
That'll be the rest of the show, Dave.
All right, well, I'm prepared. I want to stall. Go ahead, Andrew.
How about all the people who give the Chinese and black people all this shit? And
What about the guy yelling at 2 o'clock in the morning?
oh yeah, and those little assholes yelling at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, Andrew Gold. He is bringing all the. And Andrew, real quick for the Yankees. Yankees suck. Fuck them. They're a bunch of Jew-hating. Come on, say that real quick.
Jew-hating kikes, huh? Takes one to know one.
Yankees fucking suck those. You hate.
Okay, anti-Semitic language is not going to be permitted on the East Side Dave show. Let's move on.
All right.
Robert, we are going to have a tribute to Quentin Tarantino right now because, you know, with Germain Lussier Skyping in at around 8 p.m., I genuinely believe the best film critic, film writer, pop culture writer, TV writer and critic in America. That's my personal true belief. Germain Lussier will be joining us, but I feel like it's a special night of movies, a night of wonderment, and I think we should start our tribute to Quentin Tarantino right now.
Let's do it.
Right.
So
All right.
let's do it with Big A.
Yes.
I heard you had something prepared to honor the great filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. Is this true? You okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm not a cob or corn. Begin. Thinking, stop buttering me up. I don't need you to tell me how good my coffee is. I'm the one who buys it. I know how fucking good it is. When Bonnie goes shopping, she buys shit. I buy the gourmet, expensive stuff. Because when I drink it, I want to taste it. What's on my mind at this moment isn't the coffee in my kitchen. It's a dead nigga in my garage.
Oh, okay. Now, first of
Beautiful.
all, that's the one fucking Quentin Tarantino impression I do, the one bit that I've been doing for 15 years. You took that? Now, whose idea was that? Is that your fault or Robert's fault? Who should I be upset about? That's Andrew?
Mine.
Fine. Yours. Now, how
was
long have we
not-
known each other? 15 years? I'm saying, Andrew, how long have we known each other? 15 years? Now what the fuck am I supposed to do? I was going to do that Quentin Tarantino impression. Was that a way to fuck me in the ass, Andrew?
Not at all, Mr. Champion. I
Don't tell
apologize.
me how good my coffee is, Julie, okay? I'm the one who fucking buys it, all right? Bunny buys shit, okay? You gotta make some phone calls. You gotta get some people over here, and you do it. And you get the fuck out of my house. End scene. Now, I'm sorry. We just had a battle of the Jimmies, and I want votes. Whose Jimmy's was more accurate? Let's go around the room. Roy, whose Jimmy did you like better? Because obviously me and Andrew just had an impromptu Jimmy off for some reason.
I liked Andrew's end. He dropped the N bomb, and he gets points for that. However, I think you actually did a better impression, David.
Thank you. Robert?
Yeah, I mean, again, Andrew did say the N-word, but it felt like you really committed to the character more. So I'm gonna give it to you.
Andrea.
Man, I gotta go with. I see Roy's point. Props for actually dropping the N-bomb. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with word for word, a more true to the character interpretation by Big A.
Oh my God, awful.
No, man, I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Okay.
Well, bonus
Very
there.
good.
Nice work, Andrew.
Very good. All right. So next one is going to be, let's see, Andrea has something for us prepared for the Quentin Tarantino tribute.
Yes.
All right,
Now,
let's go.
for clarification, Dave, man, from a Quentin Tarantino movie or of the masterful director himself?
We're keeping this very loose. This is going to be left up to everyone's interpretation. You can do a Quentin Tarantino impression of the man himself.
Okay.
But you can do a character from a Quentin Tarantino movie. You can do a scene from any Quentin Tarantino film. You can even do your own reinterpretation, quasi Quentin Tarantino thing if you want. We're keeping this very, very open. It's open-ended. It's simply a all-encompassing tribute to Quentin Tarantino right now.
I see. All right. I will do my best Quentin Tarantino impression. Bobby, I'm gonna need to see your foot.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No. And Quentin Tarantino has been known, Roy, to like women's feet.
He sure does.
And now Andrea, she's just going to be petting the shoe. Maybe.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And see.
Oh, wow. Okay. I liked it.
Yeah, Andrea.
I liked it. Did that feel good, Robert? That was a foot massage,
It was something. Moved a little, Dave.
Andrea is the foot fucking master. It's a fucking foot massage. Not even the same sport, not the same ballpark. Okay. Who is next? I believe Robert, you are next.
Sure.
In this Quentin Tarantino tribute.
Yeah, I pretended to intercept some text message exchanges from Quentin Tarantino and various people.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Look at this. Okay, see, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about an open-ended Quentin Tarantino tribute.
Yeah, and this was a brilliant idea by you, Dave. Definitely not somebody misreading a text message.
Thank you very much. Yes, it's a tribute. It's all It's not a Quentin Tarantino impression contest. I want to make that absolutely clear. It's an all-encompassing tribute. Now, Robert, what do you have for us? Let's see this.
Let's go to the first one, Drew. Yeah, this is a text from Quentin and a woman he's trying to get to be in his movie, and it says, "Hey, want to be in my movie?" She says, "Sure, what part?" He says, "Any. I just really want to see your feet. Like, minimum 7 scenes."
Oh, God. Look.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one.
Oh, look at this. Oh, I like this. Bobo and Stevie Lou's Quentin Tarantino impersonation. And look, it's very accurate to the... Ooh.
You like Kate Billy super sound of the 70s? It's my personal favorite.
Oh, a little Reservoir Dogs.
Jerry Rafferty, or a duo known as Steelers.
Oh, I thought he was a doctor in Cannonball Run.
Bubblegum favorite from April of 1974. That reached up to number 5 as K. Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s continues.
Oh, yes! Now this is what we're talking. Oh, God. Tremendous. I need a copy of this music. I want this. I want this. I want this. Oh no!
I can't see. Bobo, move out of the way.
Oh no!
Cut off a strawberry?
This is as good for you as it was for me.
And that was
I maintain that Bobo is the funniest member of the Eastside Dave show. Funniest
besides
cast member.
Eastside Dave, of course,
Well, yeah. Funniest. Yeah.
and Roy Harter.
I don't know, Dave. That was pretty damn funny.
I'm just putting Andrea on the spot. That was tremendous. That's an Academy Award right there.
Yeah.
That's an Oscar. That's the best thing. That's the best thing I've ever seen. And I definitely will be releasing that shit on Instagram on Friday. I can tell you that much. We're not gonna put this show up on YouTube after the N-word drops, but we will be putting that bit up. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Yes, Robin.
I would also like to point out those two were the only ones who sent their videos in on time. So it goes to show when you send your videos on time, they're usually the best.
Look at that. They're punctual. They come in on time, under budget. They meet their schedule. That's unbelievable. And I'm actually hearing word from we have Stevie Lou. We have one of the directors of the Bobo Stevie Lou Reservoir Dogs. Stevie Lou is on the line with us, I believe, right now.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? I was just a bit part actor in that
Stevie
project
Lou.
there.
Stevie Lou.
Stevie
Lou. That clearly won the tribute. Now, it's not a contest. It's an all-encompassing tribute rather than an impression contest. So we're not going to necessarily declare a winner, but I will say, if I could give an Academy Award to any single one of these tributes, that one gets the Academy Award. And I like them all. I like them all. I like all
Thanks,
the
Dave. We heard that Germain Lussier was going to be on today's episode, so we wanted to do something special for a very close friend of the show.
It was really special, Stevie. I mean, was it difficult getting Bo? Actually did a great job as Mr. Blonde right there.
Yeah, there's a bit of a backstory to this. So I got a phone call on, I think, Thursday or Friday out of nowhere, and Bobo was calling, and he says to me, Stevie, we have to do a scene from Reservoir Dogs out of nowhere. So I was like, okay, Bo, let's do it, you know? And then I went and I checked my Eastside Dave show group message, and it said, we're looking for an impression of Quentin Tarantino. So it seems like Bobo was the only guy there who misinterpreted what you were saying. But I was like, you know
Stevie,
what? Let's fucking go with
turns out he's the only one who got it right.
Yeah, Bobo was the only person who got it right, Steve. Bobo is actually sadly the only person. You and Bobo were the only people who completed the assignment correctly. Understanding what I wanted, I believe there was just a word missing by the time it got to the rest of you guys, and you thought you had to do impressions of Quentin himself.
No, but also thank you for Bobby. Thank you to Bobby for stepping all over this joke video before ours. He also apparently he just stole my idea once I submitted it in early, and then once I called him on that, he had to scramble to fix it. So shout out to Bobby for doing a great job, Bob. Great job over there. Love you.
Wow.
Fucking love you.
Controversy. Robert, what's happening? There was stolen things. Things were being stolen.
I don't know.
Do you know what he's talking about, at least?
I was like gonna do a scene from a Tarantino movie too, and then Stevie was like, "That'll ruin the joke," and I was like, "Okay, then I'll do something different," and then I did something different.
For the record, I thought the text messages was quite creative. I actually thought it was very befitting of a Quentin Tarantino tribute. I was excited by the text. I just thought you probably put one too many N-words because we don't want to bang them over the head like we're in hot water, right?
Or like in a Tarantino movie, we wouldn't want to do that.
We're not a Tarantino movie though, but we're not a Tarantino movie.
But it's
we're
a pretty good impression.
But we're a show, right? We're a fucking show, Robert, not a fucking movie. So the difference being we can't say that word all over and over again and then expect to get played on YouTube. I'll get my whole goddamn fucking channel removed. You see my point?
I'm sorry, Dave. Although I think if you get removed, it'll have more to do with Big A's hard R, if you know what I'm saying.
I did think your text message was good, but I thought a little bit. But Stevie, I thought
I'm just breaking Robert's chops, and I really wanted to get one plug in really quick. You guys can catch me on the Eastside Dave Show, 7:30 on Compound Media sometimes. But when I'm not on the episodes, still check out the show. It's a great show. That's all I got.
Stevie. We'll have you in this video soon. All right, in July,
Great.
Stevie, go in this video. All right, in July.
Love you, Roy. See you later, Roy. Love you, buddy.
Stevie.
Stevie Lou. That's the director of Stevie Lou and Bobo Present Reservoir Dogs, which I thought was excellent.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
What did you guys think? What was the best one for you three?
I'm gonna have
That's
to go
it? I'm getting
Bobo and
literally-
Stevie. I
Well,
mean,
right up until that phone call where Stevie called me out for something I clearly didn't do, I would have gone with that one. But in hindsight, I'm gonna give it to Big A for his
Big A.
big balls.
Big A, Andrew Gold. Well, it was good. I mean, I love that scene. It's one of my favorite scenes of all time. I love it. The fact that he's talking about coffee and shit like that. Roy, who'd you think? What was? I mean, that they were all great, weren't they?
They were all great, but come on. I mean, going the extra mile, that had to be Bobo and Stevie Lou's tribute. Absolutely. Although you did put a lot of work into the text exchange, I could tell. A lot of back and forth involved. So that's probably took about the same amount of time as the
He
tribute.
misspelled, Roy, he misspelled the word Quentin.
Yeah, no, but
he
no,
probably
Leonardo DiCaprio did.
spelled the N-word 4 times. So, hey, Robert, at least you have some understanding of grammar and, hey, you would definitely win a spelling bee of some sorts.
Thank you. And if you've ever seen my stand-up comedy, you know that is a staple to my set, spelling the N-word. So good to know I still got it.
N-I-G-G-E-R-N-I-G-E.
I don't want to keep saying the word over and over again.
Oh.
Yes, Andrea, we're not singing it.
Oh. I thought saying it was the problem. Singing it would be better.
Why don't you do it on one of the other 8,000 fucking shows on Compound Media where they feel free to throw the N-word around?
All right, I'll call Talib later.
Ay. What do we do next?
We have a video from Big A, and I think we have G Baby as well.
Can you shrink Andrea, because she's right on my beard, and I feel like this is going to be a Me Too moment. I feel like my beard is going to hit her in the head, and then I'm going to be accused. It's going to be like a digital Me Too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all right. You can put it right in my beard. Just stuff it right in here, baby. Come on in, everybody.
They don't have to leave me. I was okay with the balance. It was very nice and symmetrical. I just meant that my beard was like going to eat the poor girl right in the fucking head. I felt like my beard was like that goddamn orange monster in Bugs Bunny, and it was like chasing her. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that. All right. I forgot to mention this really quick. This August, I've been actually told by my parish, St. Catherine's Church. Unfortunately, I've been told that I've been excommunicated. Father David has been kicked out of the Catholic Church, and I've been defrocked.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Yeah. Break the news.
This was huge news. I go into the church. You know what I always try to do every Sunday with a huge, tank of gasoline. And, I'm just going like this all around the church, pouring the gasoline out right there. And I get my Bic lighter, and right before everything, the fucking priest comes out. He goes, "Oh, Father David, no, this is it. This is enough. You're done. You're excommunicated, and you're defrocked." So unfortunately, Roy Harter, Father David has been kicked out of the Catholic Church and will not be appearing at IWF on August 21st and 22nd at the IWF Loud and Proud. But who will be there? Eastside Dave McDonald representing the brand new Eastside Empire, the greatest faction. Yeah. We've got names like Southside Slugger Tony Graves. We got names like the Cowboy Outlaw Shane O'Brien. I have an entire stable, a faction of the group, if you will, and they will all be doing my bidding. The Eastside Dave Empire will be dominating at the IWF Loud and Proud August 21st and 22nd, and I will be there managing all of my stable people.
Dave wins again. Dave wins again.
Dave wins again.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Hi, Robert.
I just wanted to let you know, I think we have G Baby on the line, Dave.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
I just didn't want you to miss him.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's good producing right there, Robert. Look at this. Now, you got it back, baby. Andrew Gold, what do you think of Robert now?
No. He's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job. And when you get the big A Andrew Gold seal of approval, that means he's done one hell of a job. And now let's introduce the greatest film critic in American film history, Germain Lussier from io9.com. Oh my God, there he is. Look at how
What
good
an
he
intro.
looks.
Thank you so much.
Jermaine G, baby, you're back. You're looking good. We got a lot of stuff to cover. Disney Plus is on fire as far as I'm seeing it. I got to tell you, I enjoyed WandaVision quite a bit. I really did. I enjoyed The Falcon and the Winter Soldier quite a bit, G, baby. I really did. But I love Loki. I think Loki is an incredible show. I've seen, all the 3 episodes. I watched all the... gee, baby, how is this happening?
Marvel, man, they just know what they're doing. I'm with you. I love twisty, turny time travel shit. I love Back to the Future 2, like 1 is better, but I love that kind of like meta crap. Yes. And Loki is just that, And so what I love about it is that I think I kind of knew where WandaVision and especially Falcon and the Winter Soldier were going. Like you knew he was going to be Captain America by the end, Like I have no idea what's happening tonight on Loki, let alone in 3 more episodes. I have no idea. Like, are they going to go back into Endgame? Is he going to be resurrected? Is Sylvie a Loki from another dimension, or is she her own person? I have no idea, and I love it. I'm so excited to keep going. Yeah, it just keeps you on your toes, unlike any Marvel thing we've seen.
I mean, this show is incredible. I'll tell you also who I've been impressed. I mean, the Tom Hiddleston is always amazing. I'm a big fan of him, but the Owen Wilson stepping up to the plate and doing a great role. Not necessarily Owen Wilson-ish, but he's still Owen Wilson, and he's really good in this role, I think. What do you think about Owen Wilson?
Oh man, come on! I just read a book about movies from 1999, and it reminded me. I'm like, he's been around so long. Like he co-wrote those movies with Wes Anderson, Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, and Royal Tenenbaums. Like the dude is like insanely talented. And yeah, we sort of know him as like the Wedding Crashers guy from the last like 15 years, but I mean, he's just beyond incredible. And like, yeah, see him in the MCU, his whole attitude and the mystery also behind that character is really interesting. I mean, I love seeing him in it for sure, man.
I think he's incredible. Jermaine, would you mind taking? Andrew said that he's pretty pumped up because we're doing all kind of movie talk and stuff like this, and he wanted to ask a question or two. Now, I will be honest. He asked Billy Mitchell a few questions last week, G-Baby, the great Billy Mitchell. And some of the questions were a little odd. So if you want to turn this down by any stretch of the imagination, I'll just keep going with you.
I would lay in traffic for Big A, so let's do it.
Lay in traffic. Andrew Gold, none of us would do that for you. Not Roy, not me, not Robert, not Andrea, certainly not Drew and Garrett. I mean, Jared, and what fucking Bobo would push you into traffic.
He would push me in traffic.
Yeah,
bastard.
all right. Andrew, what did you want to say real quick to Jermaine? But we have lots to discuss, so I would like this question in and out, please.
All right.
Anytime.
Hi, G. Hi, G baby. Big fan. I have a question for you. Do you know what I did with my chainsaw?
No, Big A, I don't.
Oh.
He does it. That's the question? We're talking Marvel and Star Wars and Disney and stuff like that. You grasp that, right?
Yes. That's Mr. Champion.
Give them a question about Loki. Do you have a question about Loki real quick?
Yes,
and then
Mr.
we're going to go back into talking to Jermaine.
Yes,
Ridiculous.
that's Mr. Champion.
All right, quickly,
Hey,
come on.
Hey, G baby. Question about Loki. with all this time I'm traveling that they're doing, why don't they just go back in time to kill all of the bad guys when they're sleeping? I know personally, killing someone in their sleep is quite effective. You never see it coming.
That's a really good question.
That question took a twist like Loki would does.
Yeah.
That just went from like A to Z.
I apologize for the fact that Andrew may or may not have just confessed to murder live on the East Side Dave Show with Roy Harter. I do think his question is not horrendous. I mean,
No.
if you have the ability to time travel, why not just go back and while people are sleeping and shit, you just kill them?
Well, I think the whole point of Loki is that the time travel authority doesn't want you to do that, right? You're messing up their timeline. They have a timeline, and it's a question of fate versus, free will. And the only reason the Avengers were allowed to do it is that was their fate to do it. And so if somebody were to try that, the TVA would come and fuck them up. So that's why.
This TVA is really, really interesting because now all of a sudden, let me ask you a question because I love the TVA, but there have been times, and I love the show, G Baby. I'm in love.
I didn't
with
make it, so you can say whatever you want.
Well, here's what I'm saying. There are times where I wonder, does the TVA, okay, this is the Time Variant Authority, okay, and basically what's happened on Loki is that we've now discovered that the TVA is essentially in control of everything, like sort of. Am I kind of right about that?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm saying is the TVA's very existence, does that lessen, say, what the Avengers accomplished in Infinity Wars and Endgames?
Yeah, I guess if you want to think of it that way, you could. It's a valid point of view. But like I said, that's kind of the whole, I think that's what the show is eventually going to be about,
Right.
is are we all fated just to do what these timekeepers have already said we're going to do? Or can we do what we want, And I think, I think at this point, we're supposed to maybe think that, Tony Stark was always going to die where he did and everything was going to happen like that, But, then Doctor Strange, he saw all those different futures. So there's different possibilities. I don't know. I mean, once you start trying to wrap your head around this, there's no like real definitive answer. But again, like why I think it's interesting to talk about it.
It's one of those shows I love thinking about it as it's going along. But by the time of the final episode, all of my thoughts right now by episode 3 will probably be total insanity and total BS. They may be totally irrelevant by the end of this end of the
They might
series.
be irrelevant in like 4 hours when the next episode comes up. You know what I mean? So who knows?
You're right. Roy Harter, I think, wanted to say something.
Actually, this is not a joke because I've been following the series and I actually am a fan. And you mentioned the TVA, David. I think the TVA part of the show versus Lockie and Sylvie and her Enchantress, I think that's the worst part about it. I wish the show was more about Loki and Mobius. I don't get the TVA thing. Why did they bother even introducing that into it? It should be more about Loki. Show more about him. That's the real. No more of Sylvie. She's barely Loki,
Well, I mean, I think they're trying to introduce a new villain. They didn't really have a villain on the show. So you only had Loki. I love Loki and Mobius. And my favorite episode, there's only been 3 episodes. I loved all 3. I loved the second episode, how they were time traveling between apocalyptic events. Like they went back into Pompeii, in ancient Rome to see what would happen at that apocalypse and if they could screw up the timeline by acting out right before the volcano erupted. I thought, holy shit, this is like some fucking insanely brilliant shit here. Like that I'm seriously digging. So I understand your Roy, I'm going to let the TVA play out. I do think the TVA is very interesting. I don't know, Germain, what do you think about that? Should they be concentrating only on Loki and Mobius? Or?
I think the problem with that is, I agree. The show's called Loki. I want to learn more about Loki. He's been in a couple of movies, but we don't know a ton about him. We just learned that he's bisexual. I think the problem is he's dead, right? They killed him in the movies, so they had to come up with a way for him to come back. And so they're like, oh well, he had the thing in Endgame, the Tesseract, and now he's off the timeline. So they had to conceive this whole story to get him back. So I feel like Loki, out of the 3 shows that we've seen so far from Marvel, is the one that we might get another season of, just because I think this 60 hours might be about the TVA and Fate, and then bringing Loki back in some way. And then maybe we'll get to learn more about Loki in another season. I don't know. I don't have any insider intel when it comes to that, but story-wise, it feels like 3 more episodes is not enough.
No, yeah, I'm into. This is all about theorizing. How many episodes is it? It's only 6.
6. It's only 6 total. Yeah.
Oh wow, I agree with you. They need more episodes. I can't imagine this thing getting wrapped up. So we're halfway through.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Oh, I thought it was in 8 episodes, like, because The Mandalorian is 8 episodes, G.
Yeah, the Marvel ones, they do them as kind of like 3 big movies, 2 hours apiece. So.
Gotcha. Very interesting. Andrew, did you want to say something to Jermaine? I know you had another question, but we're on a Loki roll here.
Hi, G-Baby. Question about Captain America. How can I get my hands on one of his outfits? I wouldn't mind playing a superhero called Big A America. Saving people and doing justice and beating my landlord out over the head with a shovel. Shit like that.
No.
Comment or question, G-Baby.
Comment or question, G-Baby. That's how he ends that repulsive statement. See, I like the fact that Andrew was innocent. Big A America, like that. Captain Big A America. I like that. That was fun. And then you said here's the things you wanted to do: saving people, doing justice.
Yes.
And this third one was beating your landlord Larry over the head with a shovel.
Yeah, I don't like him so much.
Germain, that's not something Captain America would do, though.
But it might be with something Captain A America would do.
Yeah.
So.
It's definitely something Captain Big A America will do, has done, and continues to do. As far as we know, Andrew, you had some disparaging things last week with Billy Mitchell, and now you're embarrassing me in front of Jermaine. I mean, you gotta talk it out with your landlord, Larry. I know you have a lot of anger against him. You gotta talk it out.
I hate him.
I know.
Yep.
You gotta talk it out. Make Jermaine. So would you say that Loki right now you're feeling that? Listen, I loved WandaVision. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but around episode 3, that clicked in for me. I thought the Falcon and Winter Soldier was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was, to me, the most standard of a Marvel. It felt cool, felt like a Marvel movie, but it's standard. This Loki's goddamn mind-blowing for me. But where are you with your Disney Plus rankings of the Marvels so far?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm right with you. It's Loki. I think WandaVision is still number 1 just because we don't know where this goes yet. I think Loki could overtake it. WandaVision had a little bit more room to play, but it did have that similar mystery. And Falcon Winter Soldier, I really I followed that one even closer because I was working covering it for the site, and it just felt so half the episode was nothing every episode. So it was okay. It was fine. I liked seeing Sam become Captain America. And it was cool to get, Contessa now really cool. And I love Wyatt Russell. He was great. He's a good actor, and he's going to be fun. But Loki has got the potential to be the best. And now there's so many others though that are coming out too. It's going to be so much. It's going to be great.
I can't wait. And Roy, I'm surprised. I'm happily surprised because you did not check out WandaVision or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but you're watching Loki.
I all 3 of them, David, actually, but I didn't get that far into WandaVision or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. WandaVision, I love the music. I thought it's brilliant. I love the opening theme, the music. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, honestly, David, I was getting a real, almost they were making it a bit too, I don't know, they were a bit pandering, if you know what I'm saying, with that one. But Loki, my favorite character is actually the Professor Hiddleston, the lecture he did. I think that guy's got the best voice out there, period. His voice is just amazing. He could read a phone book, and I would love it.
Who?
Professor
Which guy?
Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston.
me
Remember the
something.
6-hour lecture that he gives?
Okay. Yes.
I don't know.
Gee, do you have any idea what he's talking about?
He might be referring to on the set. He gave lectures about the mythology of Loki, but we never got to see that. So I mean, I have no idea.
Roy.
No. They're actually going to release
what
it.
you're talking about. Roy, here's the thing. You want to definitely be more understandable than Big A, Andrew Gold, because me and Germain are both puzzled as to what you're talking about.
Hey, man, it's my world. You guys are just living in it.
Maybe the next 3 episodes are this, and Roy's already seen them. And
honestly, I can't even believe I got that far into it, because normally, me and superhero movies, we just, we don't really work out. I gave this one a shot, and I will admit, like, what's the other one? Rick and Morty. I was pleasantly surprised. I liked how deep it got.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, Germain. We need to also discuss some Star Wars, because you're here, and you know me, and I'm a Star Wars guy, and we're currently involved in the Bad Batch animated series, which debuts new episodes each and every Friday. We're 9 episodes in. I'm a big fan of that show. I'm really enjoying it. We just actually had a tribute to Quentin Tarantino, and I actually think like the way, like there's almost like an Inglorious Bastards, or maybe I'm thinking The Great Escape, or even the A-Team. There's something going on that I love. Some kind of group of guys going on missions, getting shit done. Talk to me about the Bad Batch. What are you thinking about that?
I'm on the fence about it. I'm enjoying it. It's new Star Wars, but Star Wars for me really, I really dig on like the mythology, and they're, like when the first episode when we saw, Kanan, who's Caleb Dune, like that was really cool. And like in this most recent episode, spoilers, we find out that Omega is like directly related to Boba Fett. Like I love that. I don't like it to be too much. Like I think Boba Fett is in too many things, but he's got his own show, he's got all these things, but I just love the mythology. I like when we learn more about the history, and Bad Batch started there where it was like, oh, we're going to learn about how the Empire, recruited stormtroopers and went away from clones, and then just kind of became them doing missions for fucking Rhea Perlman. And I was like, like, can we do some more here? But there's more room to go. And you're right. The missions are cool. The action scenes are really good. But yeah, I wanted more from it, and I'm hoping that we get more from it later in the next couple episodes.
I can see what you mean. I love the show. I think the show does definitely pop anytime we get a connection to, like, for instance, Tarkin, or, as you said, Kanan, anytime you get a connection to someone either from the Clone Wars or from the prequel series, I definitely pop for that. And I hope that they continue that. And the one little criticism is now we've seen that with Star Wars Rebels with Ezra, and we saw it with Star Wars Resistance, which a lot of people didn't watch. We saw it with Clone Wars with Ahsoka. They do have a format now where it's Star Wars, like it's a group and it's a kid or a teenager, and they're kind of all innocent and stuff like this. And let's teach them how to. And that character, starting with Ahsoka, that's getting perhaps a little bit repetitive. It's Ahsoka, then Ezra, now Omega. I don't know.
What about Wrecker?
But I still love the show.
Well, and I think the thing with that too is I agree with you, but like, and these characters are still around. So like, where are they? Like, it's taken years for them to get back to Ahsoka, right? And so, are they ever going to get to Ezra? Like maybe in the Ahsoka show, and we'll see what happens with Omega here. Especially now that we know she's got a connection to Fennec Shand, and Fennec Shand is in the Boba Fett show. So who knows there? But yeah, it's you can't keep introducing these like powerful characters like Ezra and Ahsoka, and then be like, oh, there was this huge intergalactic war with Luke and Darth Vader, and they didn't show up to help. They were just like, fuck you, we're doing something else. Like the more you introduce, it feels like it almost starts to lessen the stakes of the movies. And I mean, you'll never ruin the movies, but if we find out there was like 40 other Jedi back there, and Return of the Jedi was this one guy, it doesn't. There's still plenty others. It's not as exciting. So we'll see.
I know sometimes you can expand too much. Andrew wants to say a question, but I agree with that, G-Baby. Sometimes you can expand so much that you've actually lessened the importance of the original product. Interestingly enough, that's sometimes my worry with the TVA and Loki, as we pointed out. But Andrew, what were you going to say, please? Go ahead. You know what? I'll give you two questions real quick.
All right.
Bang, bang.
Real quick.
Real quick, real fast. Come on.
This may be off topic, G-Baby, but I have a question. Are you an actual baby, like in years? If the answer is yes, congrats on an amazing fighting career. It's especially impressive considering it's just a teeny baby.
All right, so I'm not even Germain. You can answer it, but you don't have to. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's just my my old O&A message board name will stick with me forever.
It's just a nickname. Andrew G Baby was just like a nickname from Pal Talk or some shit from like 20 years ago.
He was a baby.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
He's not a real baby. I mean, he's talking to us.
Right.
First of all, Andrew, no babies know how to Skype. Okay, you can't be a baby and know how to Skype. Secondly, Germain's a journalist. Okay, as you said, and a baby can't have a successful writing career the way Germain Lussier has. Okay, Andrew?
Yes.
But he did point out that it would be incredible if I had. So I mean, I got to give him that.
Yeah, it would be. It would be incredible if a baby had a great writing career. Andrew, real quick, because I said you could do two questions. But let's get this one back on topic, the off-topic stuff.
Okay. Hey, G-Baby. I love WandaVision. It oozes with surreal splendor. That percolated the screen with. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I had to fart. Don't worry, though. I did fart silently. I feel better now. Fuck, I was talking about anyway.
Like I said, I laid down in traffic.
Sorry for this. I'm sorry for this.
Shame on you, Big A. That was terrible.
His analysis was actually captivating me at first. You know, he was talking about the surreal
cup of
splendor.
coffee, but besides that, he said like Splenda and like something else about like percolating, and I was just thinking about coffee.
And then to tell us, you ruined that was going to be a very good WandaVision critique until you had to do flatulence. And you don't need to tell us, especially if you do that kind of thing silently. Just keep going with the question next time. I'll give you one more question to see if you can make it up to him. But then, then I got to get back to Germain here, okay?
All right.
Jesus. Go, please.
Hey, G-Baby.
You don't have to say, hey, G-Baby. He's there.
All right.
It's great.
Right.
He knows your tongue. Just say no.
I have a two-part question. One, why does Darth Vader dress like Rob Halford of Judas Priest? And number two, does Vader wear slippers?
Okay. So it's a two-part question, Germain, and one that I'm very embarrassed to repeat. But he says, "Why does Darth Vader dress like Rob Halford of Judas Priest? Does Vader wear slippers?" Would you like care to cover that two-part question, Germain?
George Lucas is a fucking freak. That's what my answer.
I think there's some truth to that because a couple of those Jedi in Episode 3, boom.
Yeah, a lot of long tentacles. You know?
Yeah, there were some Baywatch aliens, green and orange and purple aliens, and you're like, that is a very attractive alien right there. That is a nice looking alien. Germain, so and also in regards to Star Wars, we are going to be getting now animated series. I'm assuming, a live action Star Wars series in the fall, or what's the next thing in terms of the live action Star Wars gossip can we get besides the animated series?
The next one is the Book of Boba Fett. That just finished filming, and that'll be out. I believe they said, I think December is when that's going to be. And after that, I don't know. It'll probably be after that. It'll probably be either Andor or Kenobi, which have both been filming for a couple months now. Probably Andor, and then Kenobi, and then Mandalorian, and those are going to come out pretty. We might even get all three next year, just because with the pandemic, they kind of like got all of them got ready to go, and they just started banging them out. Like Kenobi's filming right now, Andor's filming right now, Mandalorian 3 is getting ready to go, and then I would imagine after that we'll do Ahsoka, and then maybe more Book of Boba Fett, and by that time we'll get the new movie in 2023, the Rogue Squadron. So yeah, it's a little bit of a slow time compared to the last couple of years, but it's going to start picking up at the end of 2020.
I cannot wait for that. Real quick, because we were discussing Quentin Tarantino before the movie, Germain. But before you popped on, we actually had a little Quentin Tarantino tribute. He's still committing to this thing. He's been doing some little press tour recently, and he's still committing to this. I'm making 10 movies, and then I'm retiring. And his next movie will be his 10th. Do you believe him?
I do. I think he'll retire for a while and then maybe come back. I mean, the interview I read, he made a great point where he said, like, if you look at filmmakers, at a certain point, they all start dipping. You know, with maybe the exception of Stanley Kubrick, but he made like 10 movies. Like Steven Spielberg movies. Now, when's the last great Steven Spielberg movie? It's been a long time, and then he's made a bunch of big pieces of shit in that time. And I think Quentin Tarantino's like, in Scorsese, I love The Irishman, but that's very excessive compared to like his other films, and I think he's like, and Ridley Scott hasn't made a great movie, in my opinion, in a long time. I think Blade Runner is like, okay, or he didn't even do that one. Anyway. Yeah. I think he just wants to punch out early, and I get it. And who knows what his next movie be. And he does, he's only beholden to himself. So he could always be like, I'm going to retire for 20 years. No, I have a great idea. And then he'll make the big comeback. And, how many times is insert band here done like, reunion tours? They come back all the time.
Yeah, all right. So G Baby's saying Tarantino will retire perhaps, but will also come back. Andrew, one final question.
Hey, G Baby. Final question. Will you be my friend?
Oh.
Andrew, Andrew, I consider us friends already, Andrew. I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah! Yay! I was going to say, Germain, after this line of questioning today, I don't blame you if you say no. You will not be
I'm
Andrew's
definitely going to block him on Twitter after this, but
He's going to block you off the show. Well, listen, Germain
We're also going to get my, retweets of, scantily clad women. Big ass.
He loves retweeting porn stars, man. I don't know what it is. All right, listen. Germain Lussier, GB, io9.com, the greatest film critic in the history of America, right here. The best, the number one. If you read one person, you read Germain Lussier, a.k.a. G Baby. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Thank you so much for having me, Dave, and everybody for the fun times. Have a great day.
All right, see you, G, and we will talk to you later, brother. Germain, isn't he the best?
The best.
And you sort of embarrassed us a little bit with some of those questions, though.
Oh, my questions would have been way more embarrassing.
Oh? Like what?
Bad Batch is what I usually call my third round, Dave.
Third round of jerk off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it depends on when you do it. Now, if you jerk off at 1, and then we're going at 2, if you go at 2:30, that's a bad batch right there. Yeah, you got to separate by an hour. That's what I do. I do it on the hour, every hour, Robert. On the hour, every hour. Yeah, I always set my alarm on the zeros. Boom. Okay, we lube it up. I also, Robert, make sure you stick to that schedule, even in commute. That's why Astroglide in the glove compartment of your car. Because if you're on the road, you still need. Yeah, it's important. It's important for your prostate. Andrea, what were you gonna say to Germain?
Well, my question was, he kept talking about TVA. What is it? the Tennessee Valley Authority have to do with the Marvel Universe?
This is the time variant authority. Thank you very much.
Oh.
How about we do?
Is it also an FDR program?
What if we just do one contest to get the hell out of here? I mean, I had a lot of stuff, but hey, man, it's already fucking 8:30 already.
We've got Big A's video too, Dave. It's only like a minute long, he says.
Whose video?
Andrew's.
Oh my, absolutely. Okay, well, let's go since Big A's hot. He's hot to trot. Those questions, he reminded me of a young Mike Wallace right there from 60 Minutes. I mean, when Andrew Glaze,
homicidal Mike Wallace.
Absolutely, yeah. Andrew Gold is an interviewer's interviewer, and I want to see this very exclusive video right now.
Like 120 minutes.
He's a god. Francesca. Justin Bond. Venus Star. Lady Mercury.
That's it. All right, we were gonna have a contest, but just fucking let's go out of that. That was tremendous,
Amazing.
Andrew.
Well done, baby.
That's the perfect way to end what was an impromptu night of movies, or the East Side Dave Night of Hollywood. Extraordinaire. Andrew Gold hits a home run with a cinema classic. One of the most frightening things I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what the fuck I was looking at, but holy shit. Andrea, do you have anything to plug?
Yes, I do. On Wednesday, July 7th, 8:30 p.m., I will be at Broadway Comedy Club. And then Thursday, July 8th at 7 p.m., I will be again at Broadway Comedy Club. Please come out. I don't have friends. I need support.
Hey, Thursday I'll be there too, so you should come to the Thursday one and stay for both shows.
Robert will be there. Okay, Andrew, will you be there as well?
Yeah.
Big A?
Yeah.
Will you be there?
You'll be there.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yes.
Look at this. East Side Dave Show Night of Comedy I'm going to start making posters for it right now.
Well, start booking it.
I'm going to start booking it. And Andrew, I just wrote you 8 jokes. One of them has to do with you dressing up as Captain America and killing your landlord.
I have him doing a great Kramer impression, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. Drew, Garrett, where have they been? I haven't seen them. I want to see Drew and Garrett.
Hey, Drew.
I always need a shot at Drew and Garrett from my little pictures on Wednesday that I send out. Yeah. How about this? A quick close-up right now, and then you'll be like really doing my work. A quick close-up on every single person, and then you'll make my life fucking picture perfect, Drew. All right, so that's yours. Okay. All right, kids. Let's do a little close-up of Garrett. Right?
He's impersonating Garrett.
Oh, God. Garrett comes in with the Full Metal Jacket stare. That's beautiful. That looks like you're going to sit on a toilet bowl and fucking blow your brains out. You got a goddamn a Gomer Pyle Full Metal Jacket all over that. That's beautiful. He's not even frozen. All right, a quick, can we do like a quick close-up of Andrea, Robert, and Big A? And then I'm perfect. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. I like that pointing, having a good time. Look at me, I'm Robert. And there's Andrew. And it's fun thumbs, lots of poses, lots of options she's giving Dave Man. And now the Big A Andrew Gold. Let's see if he's close. All right, so we're definitely using that. We are off. We are on vacation next week, and we will be back in July, 13th or so? Or when are we back?
July 13th, yes.
July 13th, something like around there. All right, so we are back on July 13th, and everyone have a fantastic July weekend and vacation, and we'll see you guys later, all right?
Yes, sir.
Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Ain't got the blues, ain't got time for bad news. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. There's a whole lot of trouble out in this world. Yes, a whole lot of worry, whole lot of worry. Now that I had you come into my life. There's a whole lot of reason to sing. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Get on my new shoes, ain't no way we're gonna lose. Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. I love you guys.
Yes, 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 yes.